chasing after the sun. We would be amazing together as one. Oh, there's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. I know what you're facing, I know what you fear. But soon you'll be ready, your mind will be clear. There's no turning back for the both of us. No point of denying the truth. Let go of the past and get stronger. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in the fire between us. The love in our hearts is causing these flames. The will in our minds will keep them forever. Just believe in the fire between us. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us. Believe in me, believe in love. Believe in the fire between us. 'Cause it will be so heavenly. Just believe in the fire between us.
We've had this conversation and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall. And every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? you now. We're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now. You're stuck in my mind. We're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh. I've got sunshine, I've got you now. We're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. I know love now. You're stuck in my mind. We're body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body, oh, body on body. Friends don't like that I'm with somebody, that I'm with somebody. Oh no, oh no. I just want to stay in this melody, stay in this melody. Oh, oh.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. I hope you're having a wonderful night. I'm doing okay. As you guys know, I had surgery almost a week ago. It hasn't been a week yet, but I'm in a lot of pain. It feels like I got punched in the face, but I can breathe a lot better. So I'm healing up, which is good. But I'm going to be making a lot of weird noises tonight, and you're just going to have to get over it because I still want to do the show. I still want to hang out with you guys. It looks like I'm all shiny. Am I shiny? Let's see if I can get rid of some of this shine. I guess I'm just going to be shiny tonight. I need to soften up that light over there. As you guys guessed it, probably from the thumbnail, that we're going to talk about the HOVERAir. And we're going to talk about the HOVERAir X1 Pro and the Pro Max. We don't have live video yet of them, or even the raw footage from them, but I have access to their Instagram page, and we're going to get a lot of feedback from their Instagram page. And I know I've been talking about the Neo just because that's the latest thing from DJI, but the Hover Pro Max might be it. I think the only benefit that the Neo will have over the Hover is the fact that you can fly it with a controller. And some of the rumors that I've heard is you can actually use goggles, but I feel like that might be, if that's a thing, that's awesome. If it's not a thing, then I feel like the Hover is going to blow it out of the water. But we still need to look at price and all that kind of stuff. So it's all relative. But I really like the folding, completely covered propellers on the Hover system, as opposed to the Neo. I feel like you could actually fit the Hover in your pocket, or at least a jacket pocket. You could probably do the Neo too, but there's a good chance you're going to damage the props. Whereas I feel like the Hover has got it going on. So we're going to talk about that tonight. I'm only going to go to about 7:30 like I did last week, just because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I'm not feeling the best. I'm probably going to put on a good face for the next 45 minutes, but I do need some rest. But I am planning on going to Minefield this weekend, so super excited about that. And I don't even know what drones I'm going to take. The first year I went to the South Florida drone meetup, I didn't fly at all. And that was because half of it was because I took my wife with me and I didn't want to, I didn't want her to be bored. But the other thing was I didn't want my drone to hit somebody else's drone. This year at the South Florida drone meetup, I kind of grew a pair and I flew some, and it worked out. And the reason I flew some is because I spent the week before testing in high winds which drones would work. Because last thing I want to do is put a drone out over the bay or over a body of water and then just lose my drone in front of everybody. And so same thing with with Minefield. I don't want to put my drone up and lose connection like I did at the South Florida drone meetup, with a whole bunch of other radio signals in the air. So yeah. So I'm thinking about taking some expendable drones, maybe fly the Mini 3 Pro, because I'm not as concerned about that as my Mini 4 Pro or my Mavic Air 3. But I think the Mavic Air 3 would make it look really, really good. But maybe I save that for, like, once I go out there and get the lay of the land, maybe that's something I just go and do by myself, get some really good shots. Because I feel like Minefield this weekend is going to be more getting to see people, getting to hang out, and just have a good time. So yeah. I also want to apologize for setting the timer for the live stream to be 10:21 a.m. Now that I'm back in the office, and especially since I've had my surgery, I've had a lot on my mind lately. And so I'm multitasked too much this morning. I was kind of happy that I set this live stream up ahead of time. Usually it's like I set it up at 3 in the afternoon for 6:30. But yeah. Sorry about that. But it worked out. Like, I just didn't start the live stream, and I started at 6:30, and you guys showed up. So it worked out. So I'm going to go through roll call. I was first, but I don't count. So Jim's droning was first, which is a first. No, I don't know if that's totally a first, but good job, Jim. Thanks for showing up first. Eat More Possum was second. Stephen Drones was third. Yeah. And then Charles Galuski is in the house. He showed up 6:33. What's up, Charles? Hope you're having a good night. And so looks like we are going to back off from the Uline videos from Stephen Drones because the Uline product manager called the town hall on him and asked the first selectman to ask him very nicely not to fly or record there anymore. So that's interesting. Steve, do you think they saw your video online, like on YouTube, or did they actually see you out there flying? Because I don't think they can say anything about it. They can ask you nicely not to fly, but it's not like you're flying in restricted airspace or anything. It's probably best to be a good citizen and just, respect others, love them, be kind to them, and not rude to them. But at the same time, I don't know that they have a jurisdiction. But I feel like when you did Amazon, like you did it on Sunday when nobody was there, I don't know. I just wonder what the reasoning is for the Uline, especially right now since it's a lot of dirt. But that's really hot coffee. Woo. Let's see, is there anything new going on? I gave my Apple Watch Ultra to my friend. He's our youth pastor, and he's young, just had a baby, and so I wanted to bless him. So I gave him that, and I have been rocking my Garmin Epix Pro Gen 2 Sapphire Titanium watch that I love to death. You guys have seen many watches on my wrists over the years. I don't talk about them that much, but I wanted a watch system that was agnostic, because Apple, as much as I love the Apple Watches, they just haven't done much over the years in the direction that I want them to go to. I like to customize things. I like to design things, and the Apple Watch is a very closed system, and it doesn't allow for a lot of modification. The Wear OS, which used to be Android Wear, maybe, and even though it's very customizable, it doesn't completely work with an iPhone. So I decided to try Garmin, and Garmin just has a beautiful array of watches out there, and I don't think people talk about them as much as they should. But Garmin has like a SDK, like a software development kit that you can design your own watch faces. So some of my spare time, I'm gonna learn how to program and design my own watch face. But every bit of my Garmin watch works with my iPhone. And this watch, it's got 18% battery life yet, and I've had it on for 2 weeks. So pretty sure it's been 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And it is like, as far as battery saving, like it is a beast. So, so there's that. What else is going on? I'll be reviewing on this channel probably next week, maybe, if I get around to it. I bought a Books Tab Ultra C Pro, and it is a Android tablet, but it's an e-paper display. So it's all it's a color e-ink. So if you guys remember like Pebble watches, or if you guys have a Kindle, or for a little while they had Pebble color watches, that's basically what this is. There's 16 colors available on the screen that look really good. It will try to display every color, but it's basically e-paper, so I can turn the color completely off and use just e-paper, and the battery life will be awesome, and I'll be able to see it in bright sunlight just like a piece of paper. And so I'm going to be using that in church to read the Bible and take notes, stuff like that. But I'm pretty excited about that. I got a Remarkable over the weekend, which is another paper tablet, and I was underwhelmed by it because Sunday I sat in church, and I think I went to Colossians or something, and like by the time the preacher had moved on, it never loaded that page of the Bible. So I'm going to go back to the Bible app and on an Android tablet, but still have the e-paper and the note taking by hand. Anyway, I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm going to use it in some of my presentations for you guys. So I'm pretty excited. So let's see. So it looks like nobody has said anything for 10 minutes. So, yeah, what was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. So with do you guys know what the Hover Pro is? I'm going to start showing screens of it, but oh, Joe America's in the house. What's up, Joe? Hope you're having a good night. I'm going to need to wipe my nose. So I thought by now I'd stop bleeding, but my nose is still bleeding a little bit. And it is super hot in my office. Maybe that's why I'm so shiny. But yeah. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and show you guys what we're going to talk about tonight. And I'm going to share this is the Instagram page of HOVERAir. So HOVERAir is not a DJI competitor. They've been doing their own thing for years. But they are now a competitor of the DJI Neo that's going to come out, because the DJI Neo is basically stealing their idea. All right. So there's been several little selfie drones on the market over the years, but Hover is the one that has kept going with that in that space, in that airspace. So first, I'm going to kind of show you some of these videos that are on here of just the HOVERair X1. And then this was the HOVERair, kind of the original one maybe. Or this might be just a white version of the X1. Yeah, this is the X1. So to give you kind of an idea, this is kind of what the Neo is copying. Even though this one folds in half, the DJI Neo is going to be, you know, just a quick shot drone that can track you, can do a droney, can do like a point of view, different little quick shots at the point of a button. This is an example of someone using the X1, and this guy's just going on a walk, and it's going to follow him around, which is kind of neat. I don't know that it analyzes the situation, but all of these videos that I've seen it following them, is doing a pretty good job avoiding things. It'd be interesting to see crashes. But the X1 has very similar specs to the new Neo that's coming out. I want to talk about the specs on the Neo. Oh, I don't want to watch a video. Dang it. All right, let's just... He had the specs up. All right. So 135 grams, palm takeoff and landing, AI subject tracking, quick shots, multiple control options, 4K ultra stabilized video, full coverage propeller guards. So on the box of the Neo, 4K is as high as it goes. And so I want to show you guys what the new one looks like. But I wanted to show you guys some of the footage that this is the X1. So this is the current one that you can buy on Amazon. But it does some cool shots, right? So if you're gonna just go out and go to the lake, and you don't want to take out your controller, set up the landing, wait for satellites, do all that kind of stuff, you can literally just pull this out of your glove box, pull it out of your pants pocket, and then let it go, take some shots, and then go enjoy your day. And you've got some little hover goodness. But I wanted to show you guys this. This is the Pro that they've announced. It's going to be Indiegogo. So I don't know exactly when it's going to be announced. I don't know if they just made this up when they started bringing out the Neo. Like they're like, we need to compete with this. We're going to start an Indiegogo fund me kind of thing. So this might not be a thing until next year, but it's been announced ahead of the Neo launch. But so the X1 Pro, building on the success of the X1, we're thrilled to unveil the HOVERair X1 Pro, an evolution designed with your input to take your experience to the next level. The HOVERair X1 Pro now features omni-terrain flying capabilities, letting you fly over water, snow, and cliffs. It captures stunning shots even in low light and boasts active rear side collision detection for worry-free dolly track or zoom out shots. So I'm not sure what collision detection means. Does that mean if it bumps into something, it'll stop? Or are there actually sensors pointing in the back? With a follow speed of up to 42 kilometers per hour, which is 26 miles per hour. So if you're riding, like, I don't think you can ride your bike that fast. I feel like if you were riding your bike really, really fast, it's like 20 miles an hour. So 26 miles an hour is pretty fast. And so it can track you at 26 miles an hour and breathtaking 4K 60 frames per second clarity. So the HOVERair X1 Pro has 60 frames per second at 4K. I think on the Neo, we didn't even get whether it was 4K. It just says 4K, so it might just be 30 frames per second there. It's a perfect companion to the high-speed adventures like cycling or skiing. How cool would it be to be snow skiing down a hill and having a little drone just follow you the whole way down? Plus, it withstands level 5 winds, so that's well, I don't know, and operates at altitudes of up to 5,500 meters, ensuring great performance in challenging conditions. So that is the HOVERair X1 Pro. So I wanted to show you guys the specs of the Pro Max. And this one is the one that I will get if I get one. So based on what we just read, is a 4K camera not enough for capturing breathtaking scenery? Embracing the jaw-dropping 8K flying action camera. So this is an 8K flying action camera. The HOVERair X1 Pro Max supports 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K 120 frames per second, slow motion, and 4K 60 frames per second shooting with video HDR. So 4K 60 frames per second with HDR. So if you're walking on the beach or you've got some sort of, you're really backlit, you can get the foreground along with the background with the HDR. Seamlessly integrating in your professional workflow. Or a content creator like myself, the HOVERair X1 Pro Max takes your content to a whole new level, making cinematic filmmaking effortless. Continuing the palm launch and hands-free design of the X1, the X1 Pro Max makes it easier than ever for solo content creators and YouTubers to produce impressive content. Thanks to Wi-Fi 6, the download speeds can reach up to 1.2 gigabits per second, allowing you to quickly download your large files and start editing significantly, reducing your turnaround time. But that's not all. The X1 Pro Max features vision-based active collision detection. So vision-based means there are sensors in there, a lot like the Skydio, or like the Minis. The flying camera detects obstacles from behind and stops in time, providing peace of mind and adding safety during your flights. So it says just from behind. So that's interesting. With the HOVERair X1 Pro Max, having a personal cameraman is no longer a myth. So that's pretty cool. It folds just like normal. And I saw this picture. This is it. So this shows you what it looks like in the hand of somebody. I'm not sure where he's going to stick it in this picture. It's not like he pulled that out of his back pocket. All right. So worried about whether it can be folded? Absolutely. The HOVERair X1 Pro and Pro Max build on the success of the X1, featuring a compact foldable design and revolutionary controllerless experience, weighing at just 192 grams. So it's under the 256 limit. The sleek model fits comfortably in your jersey or snow jacket pocket with fully enclosed frame made of durable hyper-elastic material. Both the camera and those around it are well protected. Plus, you can initiate a hand palm takeoff in under 3 seconds with just the touch. So that's pretty awesome. This is what it looks like on someone's hand, and this is actual footage from it. I believe that the takeoff is the small one, and then the Pro Max is actually taking the shots, in my opinion. That's what I would do. So I came across the Instagram page today. They asked me to follow them, and so I did. And I think it's going to be a really cool little camera drone to get some action shots that you don't have to pop out your controller. You don't have to put your goggles on. You don't have to do a lot of stuff to get some really cool shots. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. And then, well, that's the old one. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys is the website. These are the actual specs. So the X1 Pro, it's a cute little drone. So this is the size of it. So fully unfolded, it's only 173 millimeters wide, and 149 millimeters. So it's kind of like a square. 4K 60 frames per second, 1080 at 120 frames per second. It's got a half-inch CMOS, 17 millimeter wide lens, auto follow speed up to 42 kilometers per hour, instantaneous tracking speed up to 60 kilometers per hour, omni-terrain, so it can fly over water, snow, and cliffs. Flight time is 16 minutes. So that's pretty good for just like capturing your location and stuff like that. It's not something that you would want to fly 400 feet up in the air and circle a city or something. It only weighs 192 grams, has rear side active collision detection. Maximum altitude is 5,500 meters. I'm not sure what that is. Wind resistance level of 5. And then the Pro Max. So how big was the last one? 173 by 149. Oh, that's weird. So the X1 Pro Max is exactly the same size. 34 millimeters by 39. Huh. The Pro Max looks bigger, but isn't. It's the same size. 8K 30 frames per second. Full. I'm not sure what FUHD is. Not sure what FUHD means. 4K 120 frames per second slow motion. 4K 60 frames per second with HDR. 10-bit HLG format. That's amazing. 10-bit format. So that means you can get a really, really good video file out of this. 1/1.3 CMOS 16 millimeter wide lens. Vision-based active collision detection. So this one doesn't say rear. This one says vision-based active collision system, period. So I don't see any sensors on it, but we also can't see the bottom. We can't see. I have a feeling that the camera that's pointing towards the front is kind of, I believe it's figuring out where to go by what it's looking at. Um, Wi-Fi 6 and up to 1.2 gigabits per second download speed. Weight, speed, and the other specs are the same as the X1 Pro. So yeah. So that is the X1 Pro Max and the X1 Pro. I really think that they're going to be a good competitor for the Neo, but and looking at what all is here, I don't even know what's going on here. This looks like batteries. I'm not sure what this is. It'd be cool if these were like different cameras you could pop out. I'm not sure what that is. I don't see a controller back here. I see a bag. I see ND filters over here. This also looks like a bag. I feel like this is like a charging, like you put the whole drone inside of this and then it charges, but who knows? We also have these little things. I don't know if these are replacement gimbals or this kind of looks like a mount, but I'm not sure. But yeah. Bob Casey's in the house. What's up, Bob? Hope you're having a good night. I appreciate you checking up on me after my surgery. That's nice to know that people care. So yeah. So I wanted to see if there's a picture of the. So here's a good picture of the Neo. So with the Neo, you're going to get 3 batteries. It looks like you can have the prop guards on, but you can also take them off. So I feel like with the controller, you'll be able to actually fly this drone as opposed to the hover. But the button on the top looks like it definitely has the functionality of the hover. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I noticed that the hover was an Indiegogo, so I don't even know if it's on there yet or not. So let's do hover. Okay, so the HOVERair, world's first 8K flying action camera. Sign up for early access to exclusive updates and deals. So it looks like we've gone through everything. I'm going to go ahead and sign up. Just so I can keep you guys up to date. But yeah, so the fact that it's a campaign, who knows when it'll actually be a thing. It looks pretty awesome, but it might not be out till next summer. So by that point, I'll have flown the Neo, and I'll be tired of it by then. But so Chris says it looks like a sneeze could disrupt the stability of the Neo. Yeah, this drone here boasts wind resistance level 5. What does that mean? What is level 5? I wish it would have been like, a measurement of wind speed so that we could figure that out. But it's good to see you, Chris. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a good night. So yeah, that's about all I have to say about the HOVERAir PROMAX. It came on my radar today, and I thought it'd be something fun to talk about. Everybody's talking about the Neo. I've talked about the Neo 2 weeks in a row, and so yeah. So let's go to Club Foxhorn and see what you guys have going on. Oh, somebody got engaged. Cool. So I wanted to show this picture. This is a picture that Lance took. Lance Gadana took. I don't know when he took it, but he posted it 7 hours ago. This is the class of 28. So this is kind of a cool picture, a cool opportunity to do this with his drone. I went to my 20th anniversary, or no, that's not right. My 30th high school reunion this year. And we were looking at, let me see if I can find it. What the hell? We'll see if we can see it. All right. So this is my 30th high school reunion. And this was our class of 94 picture. And so I'm right there. I don't know if you guys can see me. But what we did then was we had someone paint a 94. I'm pretty sure we painted a 94, or we held like white strips. But we had a lot of people in our class. And so how they took this picture was this was a practice field behind our football field. So someone went on the bleachers at the very top of the football bleachers and then took the picture off of the bleachers onto a field. So this is how it was done back in 1994. And Lance was able to just do it with his drone. So I thought that was pretty cool. You were here last week and I didn't even know it? Chris is sneaky. Well, awesome. Bob, looking forward to seeing some of us at Minefield. I'm not sure who all in here is going to Minefield. I know I am, and Brent is. I know Dusty's been in the past. I haven't seen Dusty in a while. Ken will be there. So Bob says I'm talking better now that I don't have my sinuses. What's going on in my nose right now, Chris, you probably knew. I had sinus surgery last Wednesday afternoon, and basically it still feels like I've been punched in the face, but there's a lot of like scar tissue in there and a lot of scabs, and so I keep rinsing my nose and scabs keep coming out. But you know, scab, if you guys have had like a bloody nose, you know those scabs are like, they're kind of pointy and they tickle. There's two things I'm not allowed to do. I'm not allowed to lift anything heavy, and I'm not allowed to blow my nose. And you know how much I want to blow my nose right now because it just is so irritating in there. So I do think that I sound better. I'm also smelling different. Not BO, not like I smell different, but like when I'm noticing like smells that I normally smell, like shampoo or soap or like food smells. They're all smelling different to me. So either my smeller's not working the way it did, or it's the way it should be. I'm hoping it's the way that it should be. But I'm definitely breathing better. But I'm still like, it's kind of like a slow drip in my nose that keeps coming down here, and then it'll just kind of pull up right down here and it just tickle. So, so fun volts is Chris. Got it. So Bob said he's bringing a canopy as well and an older Milwaukee power station. Yeah, so Bob, I'm Friday, I'm going to go through all of my inventory and charge all my drones and all that kind of stuff. But I am planning on sleeping in my in the Nissan Rogue Saturday night. What time are y'all getting there? What time does it start? Is there like a starting time, Bob? I only live a couple hours away, so I was planning on just getting in the car Saturday morning and going, but I was just wondering when things pick up down there. Yeah, you bring in Dr. Pepper? The only thing I was thinking about is what happens if I have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, if I'm sleeping in that field. In the past, I've camped out at, I've camped at campgrounds which have bathrooms, but anyway, I might just bring a bucket to poop in if I need to, but I'm pretty good at holding it. We might have to designate a specific place to pee in that field. But yeah, I'm planning on bringing some drones, but I think for the most part, I really just want to hang out. I'm wanting to get, I think for me, flying the Avata 2 through everything would be fun. And maybe flying the Avata with the 360 camera on it will be fun to go through Minefield. I think that'll be a lot of fun just to go back and watch from a 360 standpoint and like pause the video and look around. That's kind of what I'm excited to do. And then I might do I'm thinking about doing a really slow orbit around the entire structure with my Insta360 X4, But I don't want to do that when there's a whole bunch of other drones flying around. So I might save that for the evening when people start leaving, or I might do that Sunday morning, you know, kind of first thing in the morning where there's not a lot of people flying. So trying to figure out what to do with those things. I'm also bringing this camera, which is my R7. And so I'm going to do some VR, just VR on a tripod, just so that we can, I might even do pictures. I don't know that I'll do like a video. I might do a video of the event just so you maybe have, you know, all the people from the community go up to the camera and put a spot on the ground and have everybody come up and say hi. That might be kind of fun to see from a you know, in the VR headset, see what Bob looks like in 3 dimensions. That might be kind of fun. But I'd like to do a recap video in VR 360 or VR 180 yeah, I'm planning on doing a recap video in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions. But I might do them both at the same time, because I'm thinking about this cage has this handle on top, and I'm going to try to figure out in the next couple days how to put my like lay my my pocket on here. Either that or just do the X4. And I can get some decent shots with the X4. So those are my thoughts. Yeah, those are my thoughts. If I do it with the DJI, I can go ahead and upload the video. Also, if I use my Osmo Pocket, I can utilize the microphone system. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So anyway, I'm pretty excited. So Sunrise said 360 camera through the gaps sounds like fun and risky. Yep, I'm pretty excited about that. There are some big gaps, but there's also some small gaps. I'm definitely not going to fly like through the ditch. There's like a little ditch with like a pipe. I'm not going to do that. And I'll probably fly first without anything on my drone just to see what kind of gaps I can hit. And I'm not going to go crazy, and I'm not going to go very fast, because 360, like, you need to kind of go slow when you're doing 360. So, and I thought it might be fun to do like a time lapse, like a 360 time lapse. That'll take crispy pictures, and I might get some really cool shots out of it. So anyway, those are all my plans for Minefield. I'm super excited. So Bob says, I want to fly my Air 3, walk the dog style to get the crowd. That's what I planned, at least. What's walk the dog style? Are you going to have it just, are you going to fly it around the crowd? Oh, wait. I don't know what walk the dog style means. I think about it like it following you. I can't think of what you mean by that, Bob. Please explain, sir. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to talk about tonight. Oh, gotcha. So you're going to walk around, you're going to stand behind the drone and walk it around. That's a good idea. So Brent's printing a mount for his X3 for his Mavic 3 Pro. Will probably chicken out, as that's a lot of money in a radio dense and drone dense. You know what, Brent? I think we're just going to need to play it by ear. I don't know if people are going to be there. I'm thinking about getting there like early in the morning and just like flying before a bunch of people get there. Just to get kind of maybe like a morning shot of the structure. But I don't know. And I also thought about doing a waypoint mission with my Mavic 3, just so that I can do that without people there, and do a really slow fly around. Or I might just go do that on Friday and come back. I'm going to hide this. I want to see where it's at. Brownsville, Tennessee. Yep. Oh, it's about 3 hours from me. It's almost Memphis. So if I did that on Friday, it'd be about 5 hours for me. More than 5 hours. Maybe I won't do that. Oh, you got a Jefferson Street. We've got a Jefferson Street. So maybe I won't do that ahead of time. But if people don't pull in till 9, maybe I'll get there around 7 or something. Are you coming, Chris? Are you going to be there? I know Brent's going to be there. .334 Main Street. Why? All right, 2 hours and 43 minutes to the actual location. Oh, it looks like it's right downtown. They got a Las Palmas, y'all. I love Las Palmas. Minefield. So, Brent, are you staying at the Sunrise Inn? Master Barbershop. Menagerie Museum? What the heck? All right. Sweet. It'll be good to see y'all. Are you bringing a longer 360 pole? It'll be good to see y'all. But with that said, my headache is coming back. So I'm going to go take some medicine and go to sleep. But I look forward to seeing y'all this weekend. And I might be in the air, I might not be. Depends on how ballsy I get. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up to the live stream. I don't know why I said showing out. Yeah, look forward to seeing y'all this weekend. Yeah, I might get up at 5 in the morning and then just go. I wonder if there's a time change. There might be a time change too. But yep, y'all have a wonderful week, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace out, y'all.